straddling the ladder.
This?
Yes. Okay. That's your basic fight stance. You guys can come over here or over here so you can see better. All right, we're constantly talking about range, and we're constantly talking about ways to change the fight. Okay? So, right, this is a good representation of a range. Okay? We are in a range. The boxers clinch, right? This is the struggle, right? Right? This is a good representation of B range. B range, you can hit your opponent without having to move at all, right? All the things from here, okay? This is C range, right? I have to step to hit my opponent from here, right? I cannot hit my opponent from here, okay? Now, except for Hrothgar and a few other, you know, mutants.
6'4" and up.
Right? They can hit you from what you consider to be your C range, right? So, against those guys, you want to be more like D range, unless you're ready to fight, be in the fight, okay? Has everybody got all that? We've talked about it before, but I like to have a good visual representation of what we're talking about. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, Jonah, is we're going to be in B range. No, you stay there. Okay, so you're going to mirror me as I go backwards and forwards.
Okay.
Not opposite, mirror. Okay? All right, so you stay in B range.
Okay, I stay here.
Okay, so, no, you come to B range to maintain B. Now we're dancing. Okay. All right, now we're in B range, and I'm going to step to the side to throw a shot. Right? My one foot is still in the lane. My other foot is over here. Right? Now you mirror me. No, you mirror me. Not opposite, mirror. Right? All right? All right, now we're way off the line. Right? So you want to follow me all the way off the line. Okay? You see how small those steps are? Right? You see how small those steps are? You should not be going from here to here, because both of your feet off the ground and you're not under control. Right? Right? So when you do that, because you're trying to get the angle on him, right? So it's one step, one step, one step. Right? Same thing with going back and forth. We're going to center back up. Okay, so I'm going to come here. Let's step back a few steps so you can go backwards when you need to. All right, so fix that one. All right, so we're in B range, right? All right, I'm coming at you. See that? Okay, that's maintaining your range. Okay, so once you've learned to maintain that range, right? You don't anticipate.
Yeah.
You feel the flow. Oh yeah, come on over, Dupre. I'm sorry, I didn't see you. I forgot. All right, pull that back out. All right, so we're working on ranges, right? We've talked to you about this a lot.
Oh yeah.
Right? So A, B, C range, right? And then, right? So we showed this before. So this is A range. No, stay here, stay there. This is A range. This is B range. I can hit you at any time from here without having to move. This is C range. I have to step into range to attack you. This is D range. D range is where you do your thinking.
Yeah.
Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to mirror each other, right? We're going to follow each other. Okay? So boom, 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 boom. Small steps, right? So our center is straddling, right? Our horse stance, right? When we go out of our center, you see how small those steps are? Right? Yeah. Under control all the time. Okay? And so then we just get in a position where Okay, so he'll stay put, right? And he's gonna go backwards. Here, come all the way to the end. Right, stay right there. Stay right there. Okay, there we go. Because we're still in B range now, right? Right, so I'm gonna come forward, and he's gonna come back, and I'm gonna throw, right? Then he's gonna stay in the center line here, okay? And he's gonna ward off what I do, okay? So now I'm stepping to the side, okay? Now I'm stepping back into the middle. Now I'm stepping to the other side. Now I'm back in the middle, okay? That helps you understand, right? Because the angle, remember how you always get turned? You always get sideways and you get turned when you get hit when you turn sideways? All right, so let's work this, a couple of you. Let's work back and forth, following each other back and forth, and get that flow, right? All right, don't be bashful. Somebody jump in, grab your sword and board. Amber, jump in. Don't be bashful. Actually, Amber, you and Jonah do it. That way we can go lefty on lefty, so it's semi-normal. All right, jump out of there. Yeah, go ahead. Jump in there, Joe.
All right. We're in A range. Ready for me to drive?
And if you mess up the ladder, it's because you're not picking your feet up right. It needs to be a very crisp step, Jonah. Well, that's why we're doing this, right? If you can do the whole drill without fucking up the ladder, that means you know you're moving your feet well. Cool? All right, Amber and Jonah jump in there. Figure out who's gonna drive. Amber, you drive. And Jonah will follow you. All right, and you can stop periodically and check your feet to make sure you're where you need to be. All right, center back up, and now Jonah, you drive for a minute. Okay. You follow him, Amber. They used to do this with a belt. I think this is a better visual representation.
I like both.
But the nice thing about this, without the belt, you can do sword and board. All right, how's that feel? Does that help?
Yeah.
All right, let's straighten it out and let Dupre and Hannah go. All right, who's gonna drive? All right, don't move. Look at your feet, Dupre. What's wrong with that?
Too close together.
Your feet are too close together.
Okay. Push you over.
Right, so that's why this is such a. Put your other foot right here. Right, because now turn your hip to the flat side. Right, do it again with your feet together like they were.
Every time Dupre crosses his feet, I do a flat snap pendulum.
You feel the difference?
Yeah, definitely.
There you go. All right, again.
Might be a big weakness.
Oh, you put your feet together all the time. Okay. Whenever I really want to press you, I wait till your feet together. Bring your shield up. I don't want to hit you in the face, but I wait till your feet are together, and I'll give you one of these. And you're off balance, and now I just want.
Okay.
Okay. So just an extra couple of inches.
Thank you.
Story of my life. Only had another couple inches. Oh, that's on video, isn't it? You gotta edit that out.
Yeah. So I like knowing who's running the camera.
Right? Small steps, Hannah. Under control. All right, you drive now, Hannah.
Hey, Ethan. Feeling all right?
Yeah, you can jump in anytime, Aoife. This is good. Excellency, you want to come over and watch our drill?
It's a really useful drill.
All right. This is how Joe's footwork got so good. Aoife.
We'll just throw swords and armor at you.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, you could be.
All right. Excellency, if you come over a second,
You can switch your hands.
I'll show you and Aoife the drill and what we're doing. All right. So we've talked about range a lot. Okay. This is a good visual representation of what your range is. Okay. So this is A range. This is the boxer's clinch. This is where we're like really struggling, right? This is B range. This is where either one of us can hit the other without having to move to engage, right? This is now C range. We have to take a step to get into B range. And D range is where you do your thinking, right? So the other thing that we're working on is making small, controlled steps, okay? So your horse stance, your standard stance, your feet should be just outside the lines, right? Right, and then as you go sideways, you'll step 1 foot in, and then out, right? And then that's how you go back over here and back over here. And then basically what we're doing is we're following each other, right? To get that flow, to get that direction, okay? All right, jump in with Joe. All right, I want to drive first.
Hop it. Right? Both in B range, right? Can you touch it? Okay. You ready? There we go. Yep. You're mirroring it, right? So if I step forward, step back. Step forward, step back. Right? Step back.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna move. So
This time in play, remind him that he's not very noisy.
Yeah. I'm just gonna check.
Yeah, yeah. So, we've done this drill before with ropes. I know, I'm telling you, we've done this drill before with ropes. Not you have done this.
I thought you said I was like,
Okay, I got a question.
We did it at the...
Do I gotta keep my feet even? Just for the
Except
drill.
I
Ain't
used
just for
ropes
the drill,
and colors.
but naturally, I can't be foot forward.
So, but just for the drill, just keep
No, that's
them
C
in.
range, because you can both touch each other, but you're not. Oh, okay. That's D range is... That's a no-touch drill.
Of course, I'm not saying my feet, but
Where did Carl?
sense where they're at.
Yeah, yeah.
So does it feel like
yeah, you said
Yeah,
first
still
step.
where I need to be, still staying in the range?
Yeah, you're still in B range, maybe a touch closer. You should actually try to be right
Good
there.
ass numbers.
Or
So let's look at, we got a fence slash knock.
even more.
You want me to explain what that means? So,
Just keep them that distance pretty much. So what I did was, should have stuck here.
Yeah, so from this point, it should be little steps.
hold for a second. Your Excellency, if I may. Your feet, when you finish your steps, are ending up very close.
Okay.
Which is the same thing that Ray was doing.
Okay.
Because it makes it much less stable, especially if you close in quickly. Don't hurt me. If I am here, like this is super wide compared to this, I'm not going anywhere easy. If I'm right on the outside of these lines in the horse stance,
That's why we don't chase horses.
it's more difficult. But if I'm tight in, I don't realize like it does not take much.
Yeah, I feel like my feet are a little close together.
Especially when you go to small steps or larger steps, I always feel like too close together. And the most thing is keep that horse
Open that up.
yeah. Keep every knees and hips bent so you do that horse stance. That is how I learned to remember to keep separate. If that helps.
So my 3 steps can change distance.
So yeah, it's so from here, moving into the middle, it's 2 steps. One.
I'm never in a position where I can't.
So it's not. So when we go from here, we should be here.
There is, what I'd say is less than half a
So if
second
I'm going,
stepping that I
if
can't.
I'm out here,
You want to go back this there, and then
And you can follow
and then I could, so whatever my long step is, that's going to be my stable step.
more or less. Well, your
So
lead
my shorter steps would be a little quicker to get there.
more so,
Right?
you always want to have a stable
Right.
foot. So if you're out here,
That take big steps.
that's
Whichever
really
one.
stable. Yeah. But if you go here or here,
If you take a
it's a
big
lot
step,
more stable than doing this.
You're less balanced. So we got those small
You don't want this one catching up. So maybe it's more of a you're trying to maintain the same distance. So a good exercise would be put a piece of rope or a rubber band or something. And you got
Take a
the
big
friction
step.
off. And
So I just got to keep my feet
Even
wide.
you can
I'm not taking a little step. I'm still taking a
you're taking a
not
big
hard,
step and a
just
little
enough.
step. And you should be taking little steps.
So we can, if you move small, you make a small mistake.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Thanks,
If
man.
you move big, you make big. There are times where you have to go. Watch Raptor when he does this number.
The one that is really psychological, the one that's kind of still, is when it throws that.
Yeah, like literally he'll do a thing where he steps
And
like
I
he
did
hits
that
you from over
backwards
there.
the way he does it. It drops out.
It is beautiful. It makes my sad old man sad old man.
Yep.
Do you get some of this excellence?
Was that?
Do you get some of this
Yeah,
excellence?
yeah. So that might be a thing to consider if you got like an exercise
But yeah, so
band,
that's what we're talking about.
or even a belt, anything that you have that you can set up like this wide, and then hold it with your ankles,
Here's the
and
question:
then move.
Would you consider a small step
Kind of grab off
a
and
normal?
Also keep my distance for
where you're always in a stable spot.
A smaller difference.
Because the moment you start stepping it higher,
As soon as I do this, I'm
you're off
out.
balance.
It's 95%.
when you're standing at rest.
Yeah,
It's convoluted.
right.
So you know,
You realize it's easy.
Yeah, that's it.
And then once you realize, well, it's
It
not
happens a few times, and I'm like, all right.
So have you ever noticed my fingers and other
Right, I'm gonna go down back on. Yeah.
You can go diagonal on the ladder too.
Yeah, Joe was doing it today.
Sometimes I'll adjust that range. Once you get
The diagonal?
you can look right. Right?
Always be on
The balls of your feet, it's useful. I'm not a big dude. I'm not tall. I'm not big. I can't just go boom and move somebody. I have to hit my timing when it's great or when their timing is bad. But like I said, I'm a close range kid.
Take a minute, we'll go find out for you.
How's that feel? Do you see? Do you feel what we're talking about now?
Yeah.
All right. Let's do the drill one more time. I'll drive, then you drive. We're gonna start here.
Here?
One space right here, because this is where we can both hit each other, right? So the good way to check. Can you hit me? Right. So into your stance. Okay, and I'm gonna drive to the beginning. Step. Stay on the road. There you go. about my footing. It's literally the only thing I'm good at. So, we're right there, right? But if I want to step off line, I know where I'm going to be.
Yeah.
My feet never cross. I never do that. Because if I do that, you can push me over. Anybody can push me over. Easy. Especially Matthias. But we can't all be big, strong men. Hey, Abby. You want to go? Yeah, you don't have to do it. It was literally a question. Matthias has to, because otherwise I'll call him a bitch. You can leave that on camera. Alright, so we'll start. Alright, we'll center, and I want you to drive. Alright. Do you want to drive him?
I don't think I get the choice.
Oh, you can. I'll just say that, you know, you remind me of a dog in heat.
Ray, you want to fight? Sure. Grab my helmet.
So, A range. Half step back, Matthias. Alright, Matthias, you start by driving. And stop. You stop mid-step, but you're almost in pace. All right, Altani, you drive. Line back up.
I'm trying to give us more space to go enough.
Yeah, she's driving, Matthias. You just go where the fuck she says. How about that? I'll also take one more step forward, Matthias. I cuss a lot. I apologize, camera. Not bad. So